Yo, this thing going? Alright, we got a quick half hour. Try to talk this right fast. Thursday. Let's get popping. I want to talk Raw first, but I think we gonna talk NXT first. It was most recent, and I'm kind of liking a little setup between the two. So let's get that going. Which one is this for the 15th? Tony D and Stacks. Tony D on the hot tag was what everybody was waiting to see. Getting there looking 100%. That was good for him. Pardon me. Then we looking at the dyad and then all of this extra stuff going on. There's definitely a developing story with all of those characters and what they're doing with, it's clearly the creeds. Excuse me. It's clearly the creeds, doing their moves and such like that. Like, all right, cool, that's what's up. And I mean, there's something going on, and it's gonna get these guys to at least the next level. And it's a slow build, but it's definitely happening. So that's a good thing. Pardon me. Ivan Now came out. That was really one of the giveaways also. Blair Davenport beat Dana Brooke. Well, makes sense. Shouts to Dana Brooke though. And playing the enhancement at this point is like, well, you never give up hoping, shorty, but it's something for Blair. So okay, cool, but we're pack size. I guess we gotta wait for skills to develop. Either way, Trick Williams went up against Drew Gulak. I was hyped to see the match. It made sense. Trick in there looking real good, man. Going there against Gulak. I mean, he got the win. Hey, this is what it should be about at the end of the day. I'm not even mad that he pulled it up. You know what I mean? Like, or pulled it out like that. Like, it was a good win. Made sense. So we're just gonna see what else we get to see out of Trick moving forward, because he clearly ain't nobody's sidekick. So then what? Wesley Dijak, number one contender. Alright. Dijak got way more problems going on. So then when we looking at Wes getting in there with all his new attitude, yo, him and Melo's really about to have a classic. So that's about to be a whole different type of crazy. I'm not even worried about it. I just know it's going to be something else. I have no idea what these boys is about to pull out, but shit's about to be. It's going to be a movie. Dabba-Kato, Tyler Bates, Joe Coffey. Okay, that's fine. They got whatever they got going on over there. They trying to get these boys going. JC Jane, Thea Hill. It's something. It's something for everybody. Apparently, this was the main event. There was something that was going on with Judgment Day stuff, though. I think it was a challenge for next week. That was cool. NXT was okay. Like, it wasn't a bad show. It wasn't like a super go home and write about show. They just building toward Heat Wave. So I'm waiting to see what they do with that. Any call ups? Dragunov and Trick is really gonna go at it. That's gonna be a war. That's gonna be a war. I don't want nobody to lose the matches. So now we're looking at Raw. 14th. JD McDonough switching over to the main roster, being all nice and kind, trying to be respectful to the squad and such like that. It's like, okay, fine, I'll deal with that. Because we know what he could do if he's already in his own space doing his own thing. But being humble amongst the cat that actually taught him, and then it fits in storyline, so it's like, all right, cool. I can work with that. I can work with that. Some of it's like they slow burning the beef, but I still don't know what's gonna happen. So that's good, and they definitely stand as united front when it's time to turn up. So that was The moments I've seen it have been solid. Sami Zayn, JD McDonough with no resistance from the Judgment Day. With the whole elbow thing, that was crazy. So that makes sense that he come back out and try to get something popping. It's keeping things, busy and such like that. Him and JD having a match is good as far as in ring goes or having a match goes, but I feel like it was enough of a built story, so I wouldn't complain about it. But excuse me, I've had an extremely long week. If you couldn't tell, so I'm looking at JD and Sami Zayn like they could have. I'm not gonna say they could have did better. I'm saying like it's just I guess you just going with the flow of it all. So we'll see how things go. They get JD and Judgment Day. That's going to be 5-man crew crazy, but that's best case scenario. Now there's a lot more that's going on, and half of it I didn't even get to see. So shout out to Sonya Deville. That's so disappointing. It's really sad. Like, hopefully, something changes down the line, but for right now, that's really just, it's not a letdown, you know what I mean? It's just like, dang. And things was just getting started. I was really, really pulling for them. So we'll see what happens now. I guess they're going to have a whole nother, championship tournament or whatever. I'm here. They said the women's tag titles been messed up from the gate. So it's always some crazy shit that happen around them. Damn. I'm needing to see more women tag teams before we all the way make that claim. So there's clearly something backstage going on with her and Doudrop. Maxine Dupree. Oh man, so now Alpha Academy, Chad Gable, he deserves it. I feel like he's been around for long enough. He finally found his character that he fits with, and they got the crew. I haven't really gotten to see too much Alpha Academy stuff. I guess they was just saging the room because last time I was seeing them for real, I was just not into it. But it's looking great now. They found it looks like they found their stride. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they got to bring. And then Maxine Dupree along with the wave, man. Well, look, if she down to learn and get better at it, let's hope she get greater in ring, and then we can have a whole other woman to add to the division for real. Chad Gable beat Giovanni Vinci. That was fine. Gio needs a win, but right now it's really about making Gunther look strong. So I'm not mad. Let's see what we got here while we do a slight pardon. Giovanni Vinci. Oh, alright, we good. Giovanni Vinci is still a strong character in the game. But Chad Gable picking up the victory. And then leading into the next one, this is where it's like, I feel like because now Gunther gets to fight, is that what happened next? Yeah, he beats Otis. Like, it's 50-50 booking, and it's like, man, this is a wrestling show. And it's okay for it to be a wrestling show, but the way the stakes was happening wasn't really, like, they was a little watery for me. That's just how I felt. So Drew McIntyre, Matt Riddle beat the Viking Raiders. Shouts to Randy. I don't know what's going on with Randy, but the fact that Riddle ain't shouting him out means that they not writing that in. So that's whack. But now all of a sudden, like, they had somewhat of a good name, but at the same time, I'm really like just blah on the whole feeling of Riddle trying to find somebody else to tag with. Like, I'm not really a huge fan of that. But him tagging Drew McIntyre was fine. Beat up the Viking Raiders, that was fine. Pause. Shouts to the New Day. What in the hell is Woods doing with his hair? Oh my God. That shit looks crazy. And it needs to stop. But he's doing the heel thing, so technically it is goddamn hilarious. And I am so not a fan. Like, that's so heel. Oh my God. I hate it so much. So there's that. You know what he should do? Throw it back like he regularly do with that stupid ass weave in his hair. Oh man, talk about heel and troll tactics. New Day back on their heel run after mad long. Man, then they could get Big E back in, and he like, what happened? And then it's like, nah, son, fuck that, be going off. And it's like, well, yeah, you right. And then they go off as great heel tag teams of all time because they've already had the long babyface run. So let's hope for the best. That's how I'm feeling about it. Or going out for the nice guys. Alright, Rhea Ripley beat Indy. God damn. Oh, and then Candice LeRae and Indy tried to jump her afterward. Okay, fine. Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura. Seth sold the match more than anything. A little bit hilarious. Shinsuke's English is okay. Speaking Japanese. It was funny in its elements. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else they could bring to the table as far as, I mean, I want to say an entertaining match, but isn't that about to happen like next week maybe? We'll figure it out, but we'll see what happens. Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus into the double count out. Alright, cool. I don't even think I got to see that on Raw, or I might have kind of dozed off on it because I've had such a long week. It is what it is. That one was a little different. Cody beat Finn. That's fine. It makes sense. Finn still is strong in my opinion. He's in a really different space right now. But he's in a really strong different space. Like, I like Finn right now. A lot. And I've liked Finn in other iterations of himself. But right now, this Finn Balor is quite possibly the best one. Because he's with Judgment Day, but then it's like, it's finally what it makes sense for him. So shouts to Finn, man. He's killing it. He is killing it. And then the Judgment Day beat him up. Cody, that is. And it's understandable. They went hard for it. They wanted to win. And they stood as united front at the end. It was alright, you know. So ultimately, Raw had its elements where it was catered to the elder. It was clear, and it's like, oh, this is just blah. And then there were elements where it was like, nah, this is actually really good stuff, and I can't wait till the next real paper or the premium live event because it's gonna be hilarious. But you know, ultimately, we just gonna wait for, I guess, tomorrow on SmackDown to see what these cats is bringing because I think last week was kind of crazy. I could barely remember it now. I'd have to get the runbacks, but yeah. Last week's SmackDown was crazy. We got Edge in the 25th anniversary coming up. Actually, if we running that, it might be a preview on .com. Yeah, we could do that right fast. Okay. They've been trying to work hard for the previews since I threw that video up. I'm not saying I noticed anything, but let's see what they got. Only thing they got is Edge and Sheamus. That's what they got for the preview. Oh, what else? What else? Oh, Ray gonna sit on the wall of effect. Ray could destroy the set. Oh, he need to come outside the whole LWO. And then he the new US champ, so maybe Grayson could talk that why you calling Dragon Lee the next face, but you got your mans right here. You know, get a little dramatic. That seems like it might be hilarious. But these are the main two things that are gonna be on SmackDown. So far as what's happening with the Bloodline, I don't know. They might just run some replays. We're gonna see if Roman on the show or not. Probably not, but everybody gonna have eyes on Training number 1 or whatever they calling that thing now. So you should subscribe now. Good looking for listening. I'm off this.